I want to do this video on Cynthia G's petition pertaining to O'Shea Jackson's video. He did a video on Cynthia G, basically on the petition to remove her from YouTube, and he talked a little bit about something that I wanted to talk about. And I know this is a sticky subject for people because people always want to think of me in a very, you know, more, how do you say it? More like a perspective of being like stereotypical, I guess you can say, right? And a lot of the time, people get a little bit disturbed when I talk about my whole situation, and I get more of a response, where people are kind of speechless. So basically, he was talking about a part of black women having an issue with their fathers or their fathers not being around, right? And I was like, I know that's your stereotype that your black father wasn't available in your life or wasn't in your life. My mother's father was actually in her life. Um, and for me, my father wanted to, he wasn't, well, I don't know what's black these days, but my father was mixed. I know people get weirded out by the fact that my father was mixed because they always say, they get confused because I'm like, my father wasn't a mixed biracial person. He was a multi-generationally mixed person. There's mixed race on one side, Creole. That's why my name is Joseph on one line. There's Cajun on one side. And then there's another side, and they are Black, Native American, and there's Hispanic. Um, so I consider my father black. I consider myself black. I consider everybody who's a quarter black and up black. Um, but a lot of other people have weird perceptions of the situation. So I don't really know what people want to say there. But generally, I'd say my father was mixed. He was black, and so yeah. And the thing is with that is like, people always say, okay, so you should blame your black mother for, your father's absence. And I'm like, what made you think my father was like not available or not there? Some people's fathers die. Some people's fathers go to jail. I don't think that the mother is at fault if the father is dead. Like, that is weird to me. Like, it's like, in my case, in my situation, I do not blame black men. I do not blame you guys. I still don't blame you guys with my father's situation. And I mean, if most people would have very good right to be angry at you guys. I don't, personally. I don't even think about it. My thing is, my father died before I was born, so I didn't get hit with, like, the loss of him or anything like that ever. I didn't feel it. So it's kind of like, you know. And plus, the thing is, people want mother, I mean, father daughter relationships, and me, I've talked a lot about gender stereotypes for me that just don't work out. So, yeah, that's one of them that don't work out for me. I've never wanted the father daughter relationship. So, that's one thing. And then, you know, as far as the reason why my father wasn't in my life, well, that has to do with black men, like I said. my father was murdered by a black man. And I mean, like I said, my mother blames black men. She says they're violent, and, they're bad in those regards and stuff. I personally don't say just because my father was murdered by a black man that black men are violent people to me. It's not how I see it. I do see this, though, that black men who call for Black Lives Matter, to me is silly because it's like you are the main ones getting killed. So why are you wanting your murderer or potential murderer to come out and kill you instead of staying in prison? Because that's who's mainly killing black people. When it comes to black on black crime, it's usually black men who die. Yes, it's black women and black children, but black men die at a very high rate. But you crave and you basically, fight for that to keep going and ignoring it, for the offenders to stay out of prison, for the offenders to um, feel bolder against the police and things of that nature. The police and the penal system protect good black men from bad black men. So that's how I see that. And I know this video is going to seem weird to some people, but for me, from my perspective, I don't see black men as bad or violent or anything, but I do see, like, with black on black crime, I do see that they advocate for it so much, but you're the main one dying from it. Like, did you put two and two together? Like, seriously. But yeah, that's all I have to say on that. Thanks for watching the video. Bye.